Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Riddley's video blog. I'm Mary Sky, also known as your host, the Fleet Admiral Crappy McCoffee. So, if you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're coming back, you're welcome. So, today we're going to be talking about after storms, uh, storms that are continuing, prepping for storms, and other issues. Now, let me just say, first of all, we went from a snowstorm to rain, several days of rain. Now, let me tell you what happens in several days of rain, all right? Let me explain what happens in several days of rain. By the way, I got to go to the store soon, so the roads are pretty well miserable, okay? And I am getting worse and worse for wear because of cabin fever. Now, a couple things I want to share with you. I had to do some cleaning and stuff the other day. I got to clean this place. I'm just hoping I can do it soon. Um, but anyways, let me just share with you this. Here's a radio. These radios are good for communications out and about. Now, my other radios, as you know, I should have worked at Radio Shack. That's what Zoe says. And then I should have been an advocate. And now it's something about writing, which you guys should know by now. I am writing a book. So, but I'm not going to just put in a book about, um, a book about my story. I'm also going to be talking about a book about other things, Chloe's story and everything that happens. As a prepper, you have to prep for the unexpected, like the grocery store incident. As you all know, the other day I went to the grocery store and they claimed Moppy pissed on the floor. Now, I'm sorry, but between here and the town and then going around town, because Zoe makes me walk 5+ miles, which is fine and dandy, the problem is, again, is you must prep for all situations. Now, I was telling Zoe the other day that her landlord, right, he's a real dick. I mean, he is a complete prick, okay? He's what you decide, he's the asshole. Crux in the cheese fondue, the asshole, the horseradish sauce, and the prime rib, if you get my point. This guy is a complete dipshit. Why? Her landlord, literally, right, refuses to pick up. Apparently, there's delivery problems, right, as a prepper. So I told Zoe, just use my address, have a package shipped here. I'll bring them in, put them in the hallway like I usually do. It's simple. So you guys are sitting there, you're like, okay, cool. So cabin fever. Cabin fever is setting in with a lot of people right now. A lot of people are getting irritated. A lot of people are getting really irritated. I, of course, should tidy up this place again. Should take me and Moppy maybe about an hour at most. Then it'd be, I mean, cabin fever is where you basically either pull out a deck of cards if you have two people or more, you play cards, or Uno, or Skippo. I got both. I'm also like other things. Then there's the other problem you have, which is, video games and so forth and so on. Now, for me, of course, I am going to say there's a lot of problems, with me. So, anyways, as a prepper, sometimes you need to basically dredge the weather. Like today, I got to go to town. Cans are nearly empty. I'm gonna have a pinch this morning. But a lot of people out there are having cabin fever, and that's because they are literally having problems. Yeah. Now, as a person who has a service dog, by the time we get to town, he's not going to want to do anything. We're going to go into the gas station and walk out. I mean, look, What are we limiting it to or some gas stations? Yeah. However, Zoe and I have also agreed we're going to take the Inner Island Ferry next month. This is going to be a little adventure for her. She's never been to Orchid or Lopez or Shaw. I actually think I found a new home for Zoe over at Shaw. She meets the criteria. She keeps telling me, oh, I'm 50 years old. Well, you're going to be up to 65. You can join the nunnery on Shaw. She can join the nunnery and she'd be like, I'm Sister Mary Zoe. Sister Act. I can't see her being a nun. That would be funny, because they have to take the 3 vows. I think the one vow is poverty.
Well, they don't have a vow of.
There's a vow of chastity.
There's no vow for being a bitch, though.
Then there's the vow for no wieners and anything else.
I don't like that one.
Then there's the vow of no money. Oh, yeah, you can see she had to interject, I thought. Now, for some of you, she's visiting. Unfortunately, there's a little problem. She knows it. She's been giving me briefings every day. The roads are terrible. I don't know how she gets out barely. I mean, she's got friends that are getting her around, but they're getting tired of her asking for rides. You know what they said to her? They said, Zoe, what the fuck did you move 10 miles out of town on a mountain? Zoe was like, oh, I thought it was cool. Yeah, tell you, pipes froze. Which Higgins asked me last night, oh, what happened to the pipes? Frozen. I mean, literally, I haven't ran the water in this sink here, so I need to check real quick. But it seems we'll find out. There we go. This will tell you what you need to know, my friend. If the water drains slow, then you know there's a frozen pipe, and the pipe is freezing. So, if there was a leak anywhere, you would have felt it by now. The water would have. All right, so shall we do my little pinch? Let's do this and talk. Cabin fever is something you need to basically figure out. Now, with me, of course, if I didn't have a guest here every day, not at night, then I would have got more done. Cleaning in my spreadsheets, yes.
Cleaning? You haven't cleaned this place in 7 years. That's total bullshit. You would be cleaning.
Actually,
I barely see you pick up clean at all.
I actually tidy up all the time.
How look at it thick? There's about an inch.
You and I already went through the cleaning once together. She did. Honestly, she helped me in August. And since then,
And since then, I clipped Moppy. We still don't have that video up.
Oh, yes, that video, there's problems. The video is too big. I got to ask Higgins how to downsize the video, yes, and make it smaller. And that's what I've been working on, yes. But at the same time, I got to have it transferred over to my my desktop to this computer because. And yes, Moppy didn't have a haircut, but she is right. Fortunately, the problem is the video was too long because of other reasons, And then, anyways, we're not here to belittle each other, okay? Because if she wants to belittle me, she can. I don't know. I was going to say she can go climb under a bridge, but we don't have any bridges here. You see, that's how much I can't even make a joke during the winter time. Yeah. So, technically, I had a friend the other day. Oh, my God. Zoe was so into, not him, but his rocks and other things. Then they got into it, and he told her to get the hell out of his house. Because she's argumentative and combative, apparently. Yeah.
And he was drunk, apparently.
No, I drank most of his beer and I wasn't drunk. I just was her, let's go read out. Okay, cool. Now, besides that, she knows me. You know. So, anyways, as you all know, cabin fever is something we need to talk about. We also have to talk about the after effects of a storm. So, currently, let's just talk about that, okay? So, we have lanterns. We got lanterns here. We got 6 lanterns on the floor. All right, we prepped. We got the batteries changed out in the radios here. Yes. And so what we're doing now is we are getting prepped to go soon because as you all know, we're going to be out of coffee and without me, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the town. I think the only can of coffee that will be available will be those little smaller cans, not the big cans. I don't think me and Zoe need the big can unless Zoe wants to. See, yesterday we went through 4 pots of coffee yesterday. 4. And that's only because, Zoe's my friend. You're like, oh, yeah. No, I'm not making excuses. And 2 is Zoe, knows that it's cold out. I mean, look, I got a guy who messaged me, oh, you're going to tea? No, I don't got any tea. Well, I do, but it's all herbal. I told him that. What did he say? I don't want herbal. I want some caffeine. Dude, this is caffeine-free herbal. I mean, heck, I can offer Zoe herbal. She probably do. By the way, a lot of you preppers out there don't know this, but herbal tea does help with sleeping. So even though it's caffeine free, the herbs alone help you put you to sleep. Now, a lot of preppers out there need to know that when you're prepping for a disaster, you need to prep. She says, "Oh, I don't clean." Jokingly, yes, I do. It's just I do it, and when the thing is, my kitchen table gets clean, and I would vacuum, but the problem is you see, the other day I was around here, I did my kitchen, I tidied my kitchen up, right? I actually scrubbed it down and everything, and just in case, and last time I tidied was Christmas Eve, I think it was, yeah, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and it was looking pretty good. So I can't say it was a negative effect. Actually, it was a positive, but I do clean. It's just I wanted to get some more cleaning done, just in case the manager springs the no inspection or the which you guys are sitting there thinking, oh, why would I not be recerted? Well, let's just say the manager is in one of her funks where she wants the whole grocery store thing, Yeah, so I want to tell you the grocery store thing. So, anyways, so that's something I wanted to share with you guys because it is what it is. So, but anyways, I wanted to share that with you with love, So, but as a prepper, the snowstorm is over. Okay, for me, you guys sit there and say, "Oh, that's great. The snowstorm's over. That's really great." You know.
Yeah, but look at all the shit we had to deal with. And who knows if we're gonna get another one. Winter's not over. You guys think you get one snow and winter's over. That's not how it works. We still have months of winter. You know that, right?
I'm not talking about that. We still have 2 months, but that's not why I'm talking about this. She thinks I'm talking about a different reason. Look, I freaking. Hmm. So, anyways, All right. So anyway, so what happened was, you guys got to prep for. Please excuse me. I was checking something. So you need to prep for um, everything and everything. All right. So basically, what I'm talking to you guys about is what you need to do is for the future is as a prepper, you need to prep the after effect. Now, it's always sat there and says, "Oh, one storm, it's over." No, we're not talking about the one storm rule and it's over. We're talking about the after effect. You see, we're in January, okay? I think winter started December 21st, okay? So we're almost 1 month in, 3 months, or 2 months ago, right? Well, currently, let me just go over the weather report for my area because I want to share something with you that you guys could sit there and say, oh, it doesn't affect us. Well, it does. It literally does, okay? So I hate when I fucking do this and it doesn't give me one on. Okay, there we go. So, basically, it's currently 37 and supposedly raining, okay? Now, you guys could sit there. There's two things you need to look at. First is the hourly, okay? Northwest 5 miles per hour, so currently at 37 degrees. The wind chill is 32, so we still have some frozen pipes. That's the first problem. Now, when you look at the wind, the wind increases or doesn't increase, then the wind chill factor and it goes up. So currently today we're supposed to go up to 39. So we're supposed to get 2 more degrees, okay? Mm-hmm. Now it says here, okay, it says right here that the hourly forecast rain until 4 o'clock. Then it goes into cloudiness. Okay, so tomorrow's cloudy. So every day the weatherman can't report. So then you go over here, okay? So it's saying Saturday cloudy, good. So Saturday we get a day of cloudiness and 46, which means most of the snow will be melted by Sunday. Which in my opinion is pretty shitty, but just depends on the adventure, In the snow sometimes, and by the way, some people say, oh, well, I wouldn't do this or do that. Let me just tell you about a story me and my family had, okay? And, yeah, let me tell you a story. Zoe loves those lines. So me and my cousin in 2016, might have been 2016 to 2017. 2016 to 2017, yeah, December, January. There was a Pacific Northwest blizzard. We're not talking 3 inches of snow. We're talking probably feet of snow. So much snow you couldn't even think about it. So what happened? Okay, it went like this. Well, my cousin Dink, me, and Core decided to go to town. How did we do it? By train. Pulled into the parking lot somewhere in Beaverton. I always think that's funny. Beavers. Never mind. You guys won't get the joke. Then took the train and see the doctors. They both took the day off for me. They knew the weather was going to be bad because when we left, the snow was coming pretty damn hard in Forest Grove. I think that's where they live. But anyway, it doesn't matter. They don't live there anymore. So what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I love you dearly, guys. Okay, Corey Dink. So what happened? We went to town. Went to the appointment. Me, of course, being blind. Zoe knows this. That's why I can't see barely. And I'm a service dog. Is Moppy and I missed Growler Guys in downtown Portland. Yeah. So I finally figured out where they were after the first time. I'm telling you, having a beer over at Growler Guys, oh my God. Growler Guys is the best. Okay, so let me just tell you what happened. I missed it. I went in there. And there's now a Growler Guys in Seattle. You see that? Oh, Lake City Way. I'm going to have to tell Chloe about that. Anyways, the Growler Guys, Portland, right? Let me just see. Yeah, the Growler Guys Portland. No, let's see. South Waterfront. There it is. Okay, so are you the legal definition of drinking age? Yes. So I want to see what they have on tap. There we go. Let's see. So look at this. So yeah, a Belgium strong dark beer, $28 a glass. Oh no, the what's on tap? Oh, is this the growler pricing? I'm about buying it. Anyways, one of these beers, I tell you, they have too many. Okay, here we go. All right, so they got one of them there that the ABV, right? The ABV was 28%. So I was allowed two. They were very expensive too. Thanks again, Corey, for taking care of those. That was great. Once we left, the snow was getting pretty damn heavy. And I'm talking about pretty
Did you say
damn
Island
heavy.
Rise was closed?
Hmm?
Island Rise is closed?
That's what they said. Why?
I want to tell Steve that Island Rise is closed.
Uh, she's got a friend that's got four-wheel drive that gets her home. But I'm just trying to say, why would you want to tell your landlord about it? I mean, you get home every night. Anyways, I'm going to get back to this story so I can get out of here eventually sometime today so I can go and get some stuff. All right, so this thing had 28% ABV. It was a stout port, right? So we left, and in this blizzard, right? So he's probably sitting there thinking, "Oh God, this story's right." We left in this blizzard. We went across the walking bridge because the train bridge is not for it's for light rail, the Max line. We go across the bridge and we go into the PDX Trail. Now, the PDX Trail is like 16 breweries. It took us 2 days. We went back there the next day because, well, the PDX Trail. So the PDX Trail is a trail. Yeah. So check this out. See, this is one reason why I would love to take Zoe for a few days to Portland with Chloe in tow. You know why? Hey Zoe, you want to do the PDX Trail? Take us 4 days to do it. PDX Trail was 16 breweries in 2016. Now it's 52 breweries. Think about that. It's a giant 8-mile circle with beer everywhere. 52 breweries, my friend, and not including wineries. So we did the PDX Trail at the time. In the blizzard, hitting every brewery we could. And the next day, too, in a blizzard, all right? The point is you have to walk sometimes. Now, you guys sit there and you're saying, well, what's the point of the story? The story's simple. Now, Zoe says, quote, unquote, from her earlier, oh, well, the people are going to say the storm's over and we'll go along. It's not over. Let me just tell you what's going to happen next, okay? And Zoe, I want Zoe to take notes because she's a good sister and she should understand. So pay attention, people. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about you, sis. Most of you sit there and you look at this. Now, let me look at the 10-day forecast for the weather. So he's going to sit there and say, oh, it doesn't seem bad. Saturday is cloudy. That's the only day, and 46, right? Every other day is going to top almost to 50 degrees and rain, all right? We're not going to even get any more freezing spells. That's what her landlords worry about because the pipes, right? Right now the pipes are 32 and the pipes, the ground hasn't warmed up. Ground will warm them up this week, but here's the kicker. What's the problem here? If we get rain, okay, Sunday, the 21st, all the way to Friday the 2nd, nearly to payday. Okay, Zoe's probably sitting there. Oh, the rain doesn't seem bad. Yeah, it does. There's two problems with rain. Okay, there's very bad problems with that much rain. Okay, one is it depresses people, so you got to keep your mind busy. But during rainy season, I guess I'll have to write my book. If Tildore's watching this, yes, I'm writing a book, so it got me into it. I have my own reasons for it. The second problem you got to look at as a prepper is rain, is floods. All right, we have coastal flooding here. You're going to see coastal flood watch and small craft advisory soon enough. So think about it. Those are the next thing that's going to happen. passing over, and now it's getting warmer. But apparently, my dad in Cleveland is complaining about 7 inches of snow. So think about that, my friends. Think about that. So what do? You prep for it. You prep for it all. There you go. Plain and simple. So that means you prep, which means when I get home, when I get back from the the gas station, me as always made the decision, we're gonna get some coffee and some other supplies. Um, and we're gonna come back here and we're gonna make some more coffee. Um, I gotta mix up some more powdered milk. That's not a problem. And I gotta do the dishes and then lightly clean my kitchen. And hopefully I kill the garbage can ain't overflowing so I can get another day out of the trash because, well, Amazon is being a dick, okay? Chloe ordered another 120 bags of garbage bags because we need them soon. And garbage bags don't grow on trees. Well, some say they do because they're made of rubber, and rubber is made out of rubber trees. So, truth is it doesn't grow on trees. So apparently, this is the funniest thing, is we got right here, it says package delay in transit, which means it ain't going to be delivered today at all, which means I can call up the UPS thingy and they're going to say no. Huh? Which they really don't care because, of the road situation. And on top of that, um, they're now saying that everything else is going to be delayed till tomorrow. Which, by the way, I want to tell you a little secret about UPS. Okay, so UPS is supposed to be delivering tomorrow, right? Why? But they won't. I've learned from a friend of mine, well, two friends, they're a married couple, that literally what is happening is the FedEx, the UPS depart delivery. Okay, here's what happened. Okay, I'll tell you two stories. Okay, this one's really BS. Okay, is they won't deliver because the roads are too bad. Okay, that makes sense. Fortunately, when they claim they're going to do Saturday delivery, they won't because you didn't pay for Saturday delivery. They're going to just make you wait till Monday. So me and Zoe decided we're going to prep a little extra, and and by the way, for all of you out there, because I've been kicked out of the grocery stores, that means I'm going to have to put my faith. Not that I don't have any faith and trust. I do. I have a lot of trust in Sister Zoe. To use my Hello Wise metric, to use my debit card to go in the grocery shopping for me with the radio in hand, so she can tell. I can tell her exactly what's going on. What's up, Wise metric? I was kicked out of the grocery store because of Moppy. Apparently, okay, here's the story. Okay, so I walked into the grocery store. All right, Wise metric. By the way, Wise metric, is that you, Phil, by any chance? Is that you, Phil? Because I haven't seen you in a while. So if it is you, hey, Phil. If it isn't, well, so apparently I go in, right? Me and Zoe went from a pub. By the way, actual Zoe. Okay, so then, oh, well, I'll explain anyway. So my service dog, supposedly, he's sleeping right now, so I'm not going to move you. My service dog supposedly took a tinkle on their floor. Supposedly. Well, so what happened was is I went in and I had a list to go off of, right? A list. And I needed, what was it? I needed, um, it was pork steak. Yeah, pork steak. Well, I'll get to the story. Pork steak. And I needed seasoning. And I can't remember what else I needed, Wise metric, but I was complaining about their coffee prices. Some guy was looking, thinking he was going to pay $26 for a can of U-Ban, okay? And the manager, he's in the corner, I remember this, he's scowling at me. And I said, hey, dude, if you can wait a few days, you can buy 3 cans of U-Ban. 3 cans, by the way, for the price of one here. So he's on his phone for things. Oh yeah, it's like $7.79 can. He just went and clicked 3 cans, put it in the shopping cart, went on this next item. But then I told the guy before when he was looking for his next item, hey, you could literally save some money by looking at everything you need to buy and have it shipped in from Amazon. Why pay these grocery store prices? Okay, then I went and I got pork steak. Then the lovely Zoe, who was with me, was getting yogurt. This guy slinked up right behind us and said, yeah, get out of our stores, your dog pissed in the front. Well, if you think about it, and Zoe and I haven't thought about it, how far up front have I been? I only went to get seasoning, steak seasoning, marinade seasoning. Yeah, I use Lowry's marinade seasoning, signature steak, chop, right here. So as I'm using this, right? As I'm using this, my friends, what happened? Simple. Simple. That was the closest I was to the front, except for when I came in. And the guy turned around and said, we have camera footage. So I asked him, may I see the footage? No. So then I went over and saw the county sheriff. Apparently, by law, any store in America can kick you out for any reason. If they don't like you or you look funny, you're evicted. That's it. Thrown out of the store. Yeah. So to me, I got to go to Orcas now. By the way, I live on an island for some of you out there. But you see, I got to prep this way. So technically, did he pee? No, because he would have pulled me first and I would have heard it. But apparently, because my hearing is pretty damn bad, he's claiming I'm too disabled and I didn't hear the dog piss. I would have known if Moppy did the whirly twirly circle and then emptied himself in the butt. So technically it didn't happen. They can't kick you out based on service dog. Well, he said I can come back in maybe if he's in a generous mood without the dog. Without the dog. Yeah. Because he's claiming that the dog isn't a service dog. Plain and simple. Go figure. Gotta get my coffee in before we run out so I can get going. But yeah. Hold on a sec. Great. Someone's calling me from where? I hate when my phone rings. Let's see, who is this? Hello? Hey, how goes it? Sure. Yes, no, I don't. I won't need that. My vitamin is after 30 years. I've been needing to order one, yes. So, yeah, well, I don't either. The food bank gave me 30 pounds of whole bean, and I haven't been able to grind it since Christmas. Or, well, yeah, I mean, 13, 14 months ago. It's like Christmas of 2022, so something like that. So yeah, so, but anyways. Well, me and Zoe are gonna tread down to the gas station and just pick up a small can to get us by until Amazon delivers whenever they deliver. Apparently UPS ain't delivering today again. So we're gonna have to trudge out in this weather. As long as we use the sidewalk safely, we should be fine. Yes, but the weather is 32 degrees, ground still frozen. I noticed some of the pipes around here are semi-frozen, so the water's not draining fast enough. So that's something, yeah, so. Oh, don't worry about it. Zoe and I are going to be fixing that as soon as I'm done having what's left of my morning coffee. I will be having more coffee soon. So we'll go get some. So yes, but I humbly thank you for calling me about that. So I thank you for thinking about me and so much appreciative. Yes, you too. All right, bye bye. That was nice.
Hmm.
She was thinking of us, Zoe.
What you say?
Sylvie.
What did you say?
Right. What now? Hello? All right, no worries. Yeah, all right. Have a nice day. Yep. So she said she was going to bring us some coffee if we had a grinder.
Oh,
That was nice, wasn't it, Pete?
it'd be nice to have a grinder.
Yeah, it would. But that's $40. Maybe I should just invest in one next month.
I would.
Yeah.
That way people can give you beans.
Mm. So for some of you preppers out there, you got to look at the weather situation
There's
and
a
the rain.
system error on KeyBank. Do you see that? Because I'm trying to look at my balance so I can find out if we have money for all the stuff we need to get.
The store's name is King's Marketplace. That's all I can tell you. King's Marketplace in Friday Harbor. Literally, they, they, yeah. And because King's also owns Friday Harbor Marketplace, I don't know if I'm welcome there or not. The guy was like, the guy was threatening a no trespass order, which he can do. So instead, here's my story for the rest of the story. And I sorry, wise metric. So here's the final part of the thing. So I go to the sheriff's office, right? And I tell them, they say, oh, okay. So the guy was rude, where the storm's coming in. So I said, look, I need to use the bathroom. You can have the sheriff call me. Well, the sheriff called me and said they could put a no trespass order on anyone. Yeah, no trespass order on anyone. So, and, Zoe said the same thing. She knows the law. So I was like, fine. So then the sheriff tells me, on the phone, do you want me to let you know uh, for no trespass order? I said no. So she's like, well, I have to deliver it. I said, no, you don't. So the sheriff says, well, why not? I was on the phone with her. And literally, I said, because I'm not going to frickin' accept it. Literally, this is a violation of my rights. But she said, well, any store can throw you out for any reason. That's the law. Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah. So yeah. So I went there, and so I told them I had to use the bathroom, and then let the sheriff call me back. So she called me back, and I said no. I said I'm not going to accept this. And they're like, well, if you don't know you have one in anywhere, and you go into a store and you don't know it, you're arrested. So she's like, we have to deliver it, and I was like, no. So anyways, so I thought I would share that with you. Um, I think that was Monday. So today's Friday. So I think that's, you know, so I'm checking the police blog right now while I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, we got kicked out. And so the lovely Zoe, who I love dearly as a sister, doesn't feel comfortable right now in the grocery store. That one, anyway. So, anyways, let's see. Yeah. So I'm just checking to see if there's anything in our local paper about this. Yeah. Noise complaints. Let's see. Resisted arrest. Resisting arrest. See. Vehicle stop. Okay, here we go. Tuesday. Unwanted person. Mm-hmm. Property. Yeah, there you go. So they didn't even put it in there. So it's not in the paper. So they didn't say, oh, someone was trespassed. There was, but it wasn't me. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Now it's Chloe. It's her birthday happened recently. Zoe and I placed an order online and sent her pizza and wings. That was cool. Pizza and wings for her birthday. Both of these were pretty good. Nice to see you, Mark. So basically, that's what happened. So, I can't go to the grocery store. It's like they're targeting me because of who I am. It's not because of the dog. It's because they don't want someone like me in. I mean, you want to hear another story, metric critic? I was at the store the other day, right? Before we went to the store, we went to this place, this bar. And the bar, we go in, right? Zoe's a sweetheart. She always is. You're a sweetheart.
Sometimes.
So she goes sometimes. Haha, very funny.
It's not funny.
So Zoe's getting angry.
I'm just a person.
So Zoe's getting angry. Let me tell you this story. Zoe's getting angry. She looks at this lady and she said, hey, aren't you going to fill Rita's cup up with more coffee? They filled hers, no problem. They left me alone. They weren't going to refill my coffee at all.
I saw it with my own eyes. I was like, I know they did not just skip her coffee. She came right over there, poured mine, walked away. I was like, I don't think so.
And all of a sudden, I mean, it was, and the same lady we walked in, right, after Miss Zoe had tried the.
I'm just trying to see you. I'm trying to see you.
So Miss Zoe turns around. What had happened? She turns around and she turns around and we come in after she tries the public showers. Apparently that's not good. So she tries the public showers. She messages me. Okay. Public showers. What happens? I'll tell you what happens. So we get done. Lukewarm water, by the way. Apparently it's either hot or cold or mild due to the fact of the pipes. So what happens, and by the way, I noticed here, I know the pipes are semi-frozen. I was going to tell Zoe this, but I never got around to it. The drains are draining slow. And two is the hot water tank. So I was going to ask her. I know Zoe, before she went home last night, she took a shower here because her water's, water pressure good?
Yeah, it's fine.
How was the temperature of the shower?
It was hot.
Because when I went to wash my face today, moisturize it, the water was lukewarm. So, I mean, that's the thing. Either the water tank's failing or, What else? She's in Seattle. Oh, yeah, she's in Seattle. Zoe's with me. By the way, Mark, if you want, before I head out to the store, I can always go live with you, too. If you want the link, let me know. So, anyways, the story goes.
Oh, are you on YouTube?
I'm on StreamYard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. So the story goes, like I said, is some people, like I said earlier, the whole PDX trail thing. I'd love to take Zoe down to Portland for 4 days because when I was there was only 18 breweries on the 8-mile PDX trail and 8 wineries. Now it's 52 breweries. I would love to hit up every fucking brewery.
We'll do that someday. When are we gonna? We could do that for my birthday. We could go to Portland for my birthday.
Yes, but then Chloe wouldn't be helping us out, because she's the one setting us up.
She wants to show. She can show us around.
She wants to take us to the aquarium for her birthday. But anyways, let me just say what's going on, okay? So when we went out, Zoe, she was on her phone, so she didn't hear the story. So what happened is me and my family decided one day, Snow was coming down. We drive the parking ride. I had handicap placards. We parked. We went downtown by train. I went to my doctor's appointments. Then afterwards, there was a growler guys, which, by the way, I'm going to have to let Chloe know. There's a growler guy. She loves growler guys in Lake City Way. That's north of where she's at. So what happened? So I finally find it with my own eyes after like 4 tries. My cousin today is blind. Went in there and I tried a beer that had 28% ABV. They only give you 2 glasses max of 28% ABV, and it is a goose stout, so it was very expensive. It was like 28% and cost you $25 a glass. My cousin was cool. He was generous. Thanks again, Corey. Then we walked across the bridge, the pedestrian bridge, because next bridge over was the Max Light Bridge. And we hit the PDX Trail. We went back the next day, and this was during the 2016/2017 quote unquote blizzard. So because of it, which by the way, if you guys noticed, I got to where I'm coffee out right now. So what happened? Well, I'll tell you guys. So even during the snowstorm, you have to get out and about from time to time. Now today it's a little warmer, but as you all know, I gotta put the dishes away later, Pete, and then I gotta do up a light load of dishes. And this is why I say keep mac and cheese and other things on hand. There we go. So now the coffee is out, unless I can squeeze. I can probably make 4 cups. That's probably the maximum of this, what's left of this. I think 4 cups. So we're hoping to find, I got to check on Sister Stacy, who messaged me. She messaged me about some. She's in there. Zoe, yes. Zoe's there, yes. So, but anyway. So anyways, my sister said it's pretty dangerous going down there, but we're going to have to try. We can't just rely on people to deliver to us 3-4 hours later, 5 hours later. So anyways, so my point being is, as a prepper, you need to prep for weather things. I mean, look, it's gonna keep raining. Even though the snow might melt slowly, the problem is the ground is not warmed up yet. Actually, it might be now the ground might be now the frost at 33, but even at 33, it could take 2 or 3 days at 33 to defrost the ground. So as the ground gets warmer and warmer, the ground, like you were supposed to get into up to the 50s. Yeah, that means the rain, then we'll have flooding. Rain and flood. And then when the rain stops, which who knows, and then Zoe said it herself, how do we know we're not going to get another winter storm the next 2 months? We don't. That's the thing. You got to prep for this. Everything you do, you need to prep for it. We could get another
winter storm. Next week we get a winter storm.
Well, right now, next week's weather is all rain.
It doesn't matter what it is. It changes every day. Do you remember the other day they said this was going to be over the day before, and then it kept snowing? They weren't correct. They're not accurate.
Yeah,
it's still winter is the point, and
I agree with Zoe's assessment.
January. We got February, March. There's still winter to come.
Isn't spring start in March? Like
Look
March
it up. I
20.
think the end of March, though. Yeah, but that's still the end of March. It's just winter just started, like just in December, right?
Yeah.
You can't expect no snow in winter just because you live on an island. I mean, clearly you guys get snow.
So March 19th to June 20th is spring.
So we have what, like another week to go to February.
Today is March. Today is January 19th.
So
So we
2
got
months.
60 days, 2 months still.
See,
And that time you guys could have a damn
yeah,
bad.
you could have another one shitstorm. We're not predictable. I wish I could say there would be no more snow.
So, anyways, there you guys have it. We're gonna have to ship out soon. Anyways, I think I'll have to get dressed. I'm wearing my cute 20-year-old. By the way, I bought this in 1998. I like it. It's got Snoopy. I'm a big Snoopy fan. Zoe knows that. But anywho, my point being for my friends out there is we all have to basically, eventually take some time and to, do other things. So I do want to say, what the hell is this? No, look at this. Look at this. So the NRA, okay, they emailed me. I laugh at this. Concealed carry laws are getting stricter in Washington state. For example, you can't go to public parks, state parks, federal parks, public transit, state local government buildings, public libraries, zoos, and aquariums. You may not conceal carry anywhere there, even with a permit. So they're basically saying you may conceal carry on the streets, but you may not go into 90% of the businesses because of it. Wow. See, that's what I find funny about the damn thing. I'll look at it over. Not that I'm matters to me about concealed carry, but you guys see as a prepper that the problem we have is the weather. I mean, this is something that we're prepping for. I mean, I told Zoe when she moved and came out in August, I said that one of the things I told her, I said, you know what, sister, honey, you better basically turn around and literally prep for winter time because winter time is,
I was prepped. There was other people that were prepped.
the other people, they claim they're preppers. Yeah, right. I mean, what about our landlord? He made this stupid ass wisecrack remark. What is a tier 1 prepper? I don't know.
Yeah, but yet he can't prep for his shit. He should be more concerned about his own prepping. He doesn't even get his predictions right the other day. Remember, he doesn't get any predictions right. He's like, oh, you're perfectly fine. This is fine. This is fine. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah, and then guess what happens? She goes home every night, turns her water on. It's like a slow trickle, or it trickles.
Or he wants me to keep it trickling so that the pipes don't freeze, which drives me crazy in the head.
Yeah, and then he says, oh, it's a short drive to crazy.
Yeah, which is totally rude.
And it's gaslighting people.
It's gaslighting. And I'm already put out. I don't have food, shelter, and this guy's gaslighting me.
Well, you do have shelter. You go home every night and...
I mean, right now, we're just sleeping on the floor is not
supposed
to be sleeping.
But you go home every night to your bed.
What are you talking about?
A lot of people.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I do go. I mean, I go home every night to my bed. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
And then she naps here on the floor and it hurts her back in the day because she wants to make sure she has access.
Well, I do nap on your floor once in a while because of my back.
But still, people, that's the problem,
Oh, my God.
So basically, as we're talking about this, my friends, the thing is you got to prep for the, I mean, think about it. The American people need to realize that this is something that you need to prep for. And I, of course, I'm getting upset too, as everyone knows, because, I don't mind Zoe coming here during the day, because of the showers and stuff like that. But it's unfair to her. She's paying rent for a place she can't use 99%. There's no more coffee, so we're gonna get some more. So, anyways, so what we're gonna have to do, people, is I'm gonna have to slowly get dressed soon and head out because I'm going to have to use the bathroom and then get dressed and then tread down in my little bootsies that I got for Christmas. Those are great preppers boots. Stay dry and then go and get some coffee, some toilet paper, and some tobacco. And since the lovely Zoe asked a question, I'm going to check on her answer right now because I got to check my balance while I'm on the thing with you. I can do that on the computer. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, it says digital banking is temporarily unavailable. We're working on restoring service as we speak. Oh, yeah. See, there we go.
We can't even get on our key banks.
So we can't even do anything till then, preppers. That means what I might have to do is use the bathroom, go outside for a bit, let Moppy empty himself after getting dressed, and then wait for KeyBank, which could take 2 or 3 days minimum. And if it's the servers because of the weather, that's going to be really bad for a lot of people. I mean, you can't check your balance, can't buy anything, and you can't do jack diddly poop because
I've got some money in there. We're okay.
I'm just saying, you guys gotta, and as Higgins would once say, as a prepper, oh, you need to carry cash. Yes, in a case of an emergency like situation like this, always keep $100 in cash, just in case for winter. I mean, literally. But by the way, did you see that one guy's comment?
What?
He says, yeah, this is what he said. He said, kicked out of the grocery store. Why? They can't kick you based on a service dog. That's illegal. It's against the ADA. It violates the ADA law.
Well, then you better start looking stuff up.
So he said if I give him the name of the store, he'd give them a bad review on Google.
Which store? Which person?
The one that kicked
the
one of our followers. His name is Wise Metric.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we like I said, any way. I mean, this is not good because, as far as I'm concerned, you're only kicked out of one store. But what do I know? You might be kicked out of all of them. And if you are, then what the fuck are we gonna do? And then they got people looking at me like, oh, you got kicked out of the grocery store. I got kicked out of the grocery store, but you still shop here. So I'm supposed to patronize these assholes and pay money to them while they kick my friend out of their store? You know.
Yep. So anywho, that's one thing I wanted to share with you guys. So, but yeah, so as a prepper, yeah, he said he'd give him a negative review. I don't care. I'm not going back there. I mean, why would I want to go back to a store that's, by the way, if Zoe didn't pay attention, she was on her phone earlier, I'll reiterate the story real quick. So I was in the marketplace, always doing her own thing at the grocery store. I call it marketplace. And what did I do? I looked at this guy, and he's looking at this coffee, and he's looking at this coffee. Oh, I'm going to turn the heater on for a minute. So what happened? I told him you can get 3 cans of U-Ban for the price of 1 can here. The guy at the beard who kicked me out scowled at me. Huh? The guy went on his phone and he ordered 3 cans of U-Ban and had it shipped. That tells you right there. Are you willing to pay $25 for a can of coffee, preppers? Are you willing to pay freaking $25 for 3 cans of coffee? I mean, literally, currently Zoe's order that she ordered for coffee. And so, you got all these things, and it's like, like, for example, It says right here, package delayed. Yeah, so at 5 p.m. Today, again, Zoe's gonna be angry, or not Zoe, Chloe's gonna be angry when her packages she brought sent in because one of its cleaning supplies for Ebo's cage is gonna be delayed another frickin' and then the coffee she got, so I didn't run out. That's basically delayed till tomorrow. You know, so basically, currently, it's not even came in. That's the thing. It has not even come in, and she's getting angry because there's three different types of coffee, and I was she's very angry about that too. It's like, why the hell are you? She has a reason to be angry because as a prepper, you need to prep. So, but like I said, the sheriff said, it's fine if they want to evict me for any reason. Uh, uh So, anyways, apparently my sister Stacy keeps pestering me to ask him what we need, and it's like, well, technically, unless you're trying to bag it all up for me and just walk in there, it's not, um. So, anyway, so what we're gonna do, preppers, is, I think, um, me and Zoe's going to have to. That's the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is you need to get cash because um, apparently, uh, we're out of coffee. As you know, we're running on toilet paper, uh, and and Amazon has they keep basically saying sold out. Yeah, I don't think Amazon really wants to do business with me. That's what I think. Some stupid ass reason. So, anyways, one of the things I wanted to say, is the prepper, you got to wait for the flood, the rain to cause the flood. Then you got to prep for the floods if you're in an area where it floods. Otherwise, you got to prep for whatever else. But cabin fever does exist because think about it. I mean, I've been holed up here most of the storm since Monday, and it's Friday, 4 days, and 4 days, and I've been cranky. I mean, think of it, a person like me. Okay, now I don't mind helping out. Being a minister. My problem is I do have things. You know, I'd like to get done. Let me explain, and then I'll log off soon. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Might be a minute, but my point is I want to explain. That there's people out there that say, oh, it shouldn't be too bad. It isn't bad. The problem is as a prepper, you got to look at other issues like people. I mean, you can only sit on your butt for so long. You can only write for so long. You can only read for so long. Everything gets stale. finish up here, then I have to go because the coffee supply is very low. So let me explain this to you guys, okay? So basically, you guys are wondering, okay? You heard it in the last week, okay? You heard it last Thursday, okay? This is 8 days ago. You heard it from Zoe herself, okay? When she was at home, all right? And no offense to Zoe, who's over there, but she has a right to bitch, okay? She's got a right to bitch. She's paying rent, which includes water, garbage, sewer, electricity. Her sewer isn't working. Her pipes are frozen. And her water. How many? I mean, look.
Oh my God, listen to this text, Rita. Sit down for this one. You might want to sit down.
But should I mute my microphone or?
Yeah, mute the microphone.
Fine. Give me a second, people. Hold on. Let me tell you. Okay, mute. Anyways, Prepper, I am going to log off for a while. I got to go to town. I'll let you know how me and Zoe's adventure is in town. Um, and so, yeah, so we'll let you know how it works. And I'll get back to you. Oh, the bank is finally up and running. Let's just check my balance real quick before it goes down again. So, anyways, for some of you preppers out there, I just got some more bad news. So apparently, that's what Zoe was telling me. I'm not going to go into her personal business. It's not your guys' business, but she's very angry right now. And she has a right to. I'm angry too, for my own reasons. It's like I'm being jerked around too, just like her. So what we're going to do is head to town. Okay, there we go. Is there anything pending? Nope. All right, so I'm going to head out and I will check in with you guys when I get back. Because Mark didn't say anything about um, wanting to join us. And yeah, but anywho, I just can't believe this BS.
I can't even
Yeah,
I can't even like go on there anymore and read any of that shit. It just pisses me off.
Well, it's pissing me off too. So anywho, I'm gonna get dressed, people. I'm gonna go to the store. We'll come back. We'll do a quick video update of how it went with the weather, and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do afterwards. But I also want to tell you this is an adventure called reflection. Called reflection, which means, yeah. And I'm going to reflect on all this. So, and I will get back to you soon. So, in the meantime, I'm very angry myself. So, yeah. So, I can't believe that. I just literally cannot believe that. Yeah. I just can't believe that. So, anyways. So for the rest of you out there, keep watching. Look for another video. Just keep prepping. Prep with in case your pipes are frozen or prep for whatever. I mean, literally. I mean, look. Zoe's been out of her home except for sleeping for 8 days. I mean, literally. Think about it. Except for sleeping, no water, and he just says, "Oh, we're getting ready to buy the parts for it." Oh yeah, maybe I'll skirt the dam underneath. Oh yeah, he didn't even know there was any.
Do it right. Who even knows if he's gonna do it right?
He's a dipshit. Anyways, preppers, I'm gonna head out. Like I said, the young lady, I gotta get out of here and clear my head outside before I lose my mind. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Tune in for part 2 when I get back from the store. Hopefully they have everything we need. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. Wholesome fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button if you like my content. You may send a gift card if you wish to San Juan Island Preppers at AOL.com or San Juan Island Preppers at Yahoo.com. Otherwise, keep on prepping. Prep like your life depends on it. This isn't over till the fat lady sings, and right now we got rain. So there you have it. Thank you, and God bless you and everything you do.